Today's episode, 8 is enough, or Hanky Panky. Gumshoes, Carmen Sandiego and her cluster of clever kleptos have clam dug again. This time, they've ripped off Rome, Italy. In Rome's National Gallery hangs a famous portrait of King Henry VIII of England. It was painted by the German Renaissance artist Hans Holbein the Younger around 1537. After viewing some of the artist's work, the king commissioned several portraits of himself, his children, and his third wife, Jane Seymour. Perhaps Henry hoped he'd heightened his heritage with the help of Hans Holbein's hand. This particular portrait, with its precise detail and elegant composition, is considered one of Holbein's finest works. But now, Hank has been heisted. In a rare and probably accidental display of good taste, Vic the Slick, Carmen Sandiego's marauding, mustachioed malfeasant, has made off with it. Gumshoes, your mission is to pick up Vic, put back the portrait, and then pack in Carmen Sandiego's career in crime. They've ripped off the goods. Now chase down those hoods.
Carmen Sandiego.
And one of these people could find her.
Pisca Reyes. Helen Green. Elizabeth Dates.
And this man is special agent in charge of training new recruits, Greg Lee!
Thank you so much. Hello, ladies. How are you?
Great.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you're here. You've heard about the case. We're going to start off with 50 Acme crime bucks. Anytime you answer a question correctly, we'll give you 10 more crime bucks. And the two of you with the highest score at the end of this round will then proceed to the next round, okay? Chief, let's go.
Greg, Vic the Slick has stolen Henry VIII's portrait, and there's no time to lose. Here's the profile on Vic.
Vic the Slick.
He's almost as trustworthy as Snidely Whiplash and nearly as tasteful as Ren and Stimpy. And here's what we know so far. Vic packed up the portrait and flew to the main island of an archipelago in the Persian Gulf. He lost all his money at the Safara track, outside the ancient capital of Manema, betting on the camel races. Uh-oh, the camel races. Oh, I can still hear the cheering crowds and the pounding feet. I can still smell the excitement in the camel spit. Oh, I can still see the bundle I bet on that droopy dromedary. Well, never mind. Vic was seen in the souk, that's the marketplace, trying to trade his polyester jacket for a piece of gold brocade. The man has no shame. Greg.
Thanks, Chief. Okay, Gumshoes, name the country, if you would, please. Is it Yemen, Oman, or Bahrain? Remember the clues that we heard? Persian Gulf Island, capital of Manema, and camel races. Come up with an answer as quickly as you can. Did she say camel spit? I think I heard that. Okay, Elizabeth is ready. So is Helen, and Hiska is too. Hiska, we'll start with you. What do you say?
Greg, I chose Bahrain.
Bahrain. What do you think, Helen?
Greg, I chose Yemen.
Yemen. Elizabeth, what do you say?
I chose Bahrain.
Bahrain. The answer we're looking for is Bahrain. Nice job, ladies. Whoa! All right, we're off to a good start for our next clue, Gumshoes. We've got a field report coming now from Neil Patrick Harris of Acme Doogie Net. What do you have for us, Neil?
Hey, Greg, did you check out Vic's suit? Jesus, Taylor should carry malpractice insurance. Well, here's your clue. Vic has suspended the painting from one of the world's highest suspension bridges. Thank you. It's located in Algeria's oldest major city, a town that was once the center of the Roman Empire in North Africa. Sorry. The city was destroyed in a war, then named after the Roman emperor who rebuilt it. Sorry, Gumshoes, but if I tell you his name, you'll have the answer.
Thanks, Neil. Okay, guys, name the city, if you will, please. Is it Constantine, Algiers, or El Golia? Remember the clues that we heard? World's highest suspension bridges, Algeria's oldest major city, and once the center of the Roman Empire in North Africa. Come up with an answer as quickly as you can, please, ladies. Nice job. Everybody's ready? Hiska, we'll start with you. What do you think?
Greg, I chose Constantine.
Constantine. What do you think, Helen?
I also chose Constantine.
Constantine. Elizabeth?
I also chose Constantine.
Everybody thinks Constantine. Everybody's right. Nice job. Okay, so Hiska, that takes you up to 70 crime bucks. Helen has 60, and Elizabeth 70 crime bucks. Nice job, ladies. Now, we've just received word that Vic the Slick has left Constantine and is headed for Uruguay. Okay, you guys know what that means. It's time for the lightning round, which means each one of these questions have to do with Vic's most recent known whereabouts, which is Uruguay. Each one is worth 5 crime bucks. Hands on your buzzers. Listen carefully. Here we go. It is possible to take an 11-hour ferry ride across the Rio de la Plata to Montevideo from the capital of another nation. Is that city Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Buenos Aires, Argentina, or Asunción, Paraguay? Hiska.
Asunción, Paraguay.
Sorry, that's not the answer we're looking for. Helen or Elizabeth? Elizabeth?
Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires is right. Nice job. 5 for you. Takes up to 75. Question 2. Café con leche and a croissant, a favorite breakfast in Montevideo, reflects Uruguay's ethnic mix. Is café con leche Spanish for frozen orange juice, cornflakes, or coffee with milk? Hiska.
Coffee with milk.
Coffee with milk is right. Nice job. Question 3. Uruguay's plains are famous for their cattle, sheep ranches, and their gauchos. Is a gaucho a cactus plant, a cowboy, or a canyon? Elizabeth.
A cowboy.
Cowboy's right. 5 for you. So that means at the end of the lightning round, Hiska has 75, Helen 60, and Elizabeth 80 crime bucks. Okay, guys, remember we're still looking for, who are we looking for? Vic the Slick and the Henry VIII portrait. Fortunately for us, though, Acme Bugnet has just intercepted this phone conversation between Vic the Slick and Carmen Sandiego. Watch.
Vic, Acme's telling you, head for a city in Southeast Asia on the Perfume River. It was Vietnam's capital during the 19th century, so it's full of pagodas and palaces. And bring an umbrella, they get a lot of rain.
Well, what do I do with the picture of the fat guy, Carmen?
Hide Henry in the Imperial Museum, near a wall decorated with a poem. They also display imperial clothing from the Nguyen dynasty.
Great, sweetheart. I love flashy duds.
If you don't move, you'll be wearing prison duds.
Okay, Gumshoes, to what city did Carmen send Vic? Was it Ho Chi Minh City, Hue, or Phnom Penh? Remember the clues that we heard? Vietnam's capital during the 19th century and city on Perfume River. Looks like everybody's ready. Hiska, we'll start with you. What do you say?
I chose Hue.
Hue. Helen?
I also chose Hue.
Hue. Elizabeth?
Hue.
Everybody said Hue. Everybody's right. Nice job, guys. Okay, so that means Hiska, you have 85, Helen 70, and Elizabeth 90 crime bucks. Nice job. Hark, I think I hear a wee baron outside in the alley. Let me go check on that. I'll be right back with you. Hey, you big baby. Nice kite you got here.
It's not just a kite, Mr. Smart Guy. It's a clue. Kites are very popular where Vic went. Daga, daga, boo, boo. Mao Zedong outlawed him when he was chairman, but people flew him anyway. Now, sailing a kite off the Great Wall, that is fun.
Oh, and you've done that?
Yeah, I'm an expert.
Hey, wait a minute here, baby. Wait, there's a warning label back here. It says only to be operated by 3-year-olds and up.
Oh?
Hey, I'm sorry.
Don't worry, I'm a pro.
Those warning labels are on there for a reason. Okay, Gumshoes, you heard the clues. Try to come up with an answer. What we're looking for now is the city. So, is it Osaka, Beijing, or Ulaanbaatar? Remember the clues that we heard? Kites are very popular, banned by Mao Zedong, and the Great Wall. Come up with an answer as quickly as you can, please. Elizabeth is ready, and so is Helen, and so is Hiska. Hiska, we'll start with you. What do you think?
I chose Beijing.
Beijing. What do you think, Helen?
I chose Beijing.
Beijing. Elizabeth?
I also chose Beijing.
Everybody said Beijing. Everybody is right again. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Hiska, you have 95 crime bucks. Helen has 80. Elizabeth, 100 crime bucks. Nice job, guys. Now, we've just received word that Vic has left Beijing, so let's pick up the chase.
The chase!
Try to snap that along, fellas. Okay, each one of these are worth 5 crime bucks. Hands on your buzzers. Watch this right here and listen to this right here. Here we go. Vic called Henry to Halifax. What province is he in? Elizabeth?
Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia. They didn't buy his act in Halifax, so he moved on to the capital of New Brunswick. Name it. Hiska?
Regina.
Sorry, it's Fredericton. He had to get out of town fast, so he rode to Quebec City. What river did he cross? Hiska?
St. Lawrence.
St. Lawrence is right. Vic got caught writing bad checks and had to sneak across Quebec's western border. What province is he in? Elizabeth?
Ontario.
Ontario's right. He got a hankering for a shopsies, so he headed for the Skydome. Where the Blue Jays play? Name the city. Hiska.
Montreal.
Sorry, it's Toronto. Okay, so that means at the end of the chase round, Hiska has 100, Helen has 80, Elizabeth 110. Nice job, ladies. Okay, now it is time for the final clue of this round, which means you have to decide how much you want to risk. If you're right, we'll add that amount to your score. If you're not right, though, we'll subtract it from your score. You can risk 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, or 50 Acme Crime Bucks. Take a look right over here, if you will, please. Here is a portion of the world where we think Vic the Slick is headed. Now, if you know a lot about this part of the world, you may want to risk a lot. If you don't know very much about it, though, you may not want to risk quite so much. So, take a look at the map and think about it.
How much you gonna get? Yeah. Think about it.
Okay, everybody's ready. Now, here's a report from our own Private Eye. How you doing, Prive?
Greg, you know I don't answer personal questions. I spotted Vic and that painting at Paisley Park Studios, a recording complex here in the Twin Cities. Prince, the funk rock musician, made a lot of hits there. Other stars like Paula Abdul and Janet Jackson have also recorded in this town. But I have to go. If Vic finds out I followed him, I'll get poked.
I hate it when he laughs at his own jokes. Anyway, guys, name the city, if you will, please. Is it Milwaukee, Minneapolis, or Duluth? Remember the clues that we heard? Paisley Park Studios, Twin Cities, Prince and other musicians recorded here. Okay, once you have an answer, lay it down right there in front of you. Right there on the other side. Yeah, right there. Or even back here is a nice, convenient place for it. There you go. Okay. Helen, you have 80 crime bucks. Before you show me your answer, how much did you risk?
I risked 50 crime bucks.
50 crime bucks. Okay, what'd you say?
I said Minneapolis.
Minneapolis is right. Nice job. Okay. Hiska, you have 100 crime bucks. How much did you risk?
I risked 10 crime bucks.
10 crime bucks. You'll go up to 110 if you're right. What'd you say?
I said Minneapolis.
Minneapolis is right. Good job. Elizabeth, you have 110. How much did you risk?
I risked 20 crime bucks.
20 crime bucks. That means if you're right, you and Helen will be going on to the next round. What'd you say?
I said Minneapolis.
Is right. Means you and Helen are going on to the next round. Hiska, listen, you did some great stuff today. You were in this thing to the very end. We've assembled a kit that's going to help you in your next case. Chief.
It's the official Acme Crime Net travel kit, and it includes an atlas for world travelers, an official Carmen watch, a Carmen t-shirt, a subscription to National Geographic World Magazine, and for quick reference when you're on defense, this handy world globe. Good work.
Chief, you are my hero. Okay, guys, now what you have to do is track Vic the Slick all the way to Minneapolis. What you have to do is find Vic and bring back the portrait. But I want you to know, we do not send our agents out into the field unprepared. Chief, how about a briefing?
The folks down at Acme Photo Recon have put together a few slides on Minneapolis and St. Paul. Let's have a look. You know, most cities have nicknames. New York is the Big Apple. And guess what Minneapolis and St. Paul are called? That's right, the Twin Cities. Now, come on. What self-respecting town would be called a Big Cherry? Vic might try to hide at Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome during a Twins baseball game. The crowds are almost as loud as his pants. This bridge across the Mississippi links the Twin Cities. Though closely tied, each city has its own character. Minneapolis is the commercial center, and St. Paul, the capital of Minnesota, is the government center. Gumshoes, Vic the Slick has taken Hans Holbein's portrait of Henry VIII to Minneapolis and St. Paul. Go get him!
Okay, guys, here we are in Minneapolis, St. Paul. Set your stuff down right there. Take a walk right over there. Let me show you what we have. Here are the possible locations where you will be able to find Vic, the portrait, and a warrant for Vic's arrest. Now, the first thing you have to do is find the loot. That's the evidence you need so that you can get a warrant. With the warrant, you can then arrest the crook. Now, connect all three of those things in that order, in a single turn, and you get a chance to try to catch Carmen Sandiego. Catch Carmen Sandiego, and you get that trip to anywhere in North America. One more thing, as always. If you happen upon the loot, the warrant, or the crook, you get a free turn, okay? Now, the two of you were tied at the end of the last round. We flipped a coin. Helen, you won, so you go first.
St. Paul State Capitol.
St. Paul State Capitol.
Vic the Slick.
Whoa, nice job. Now, you got Vic. You know what you have to do, though? You have to go loot, warrant, crook. So be careful. Go ahead, Helen.
Fort Snelling.
Fort Snelling. Nothing there, but you found Vic, and that's good. Go ahead, Elizabeth.
The Children's Museum.
The Children's Museum.
I'm Henry VIII, I am.
Nice job. You got the loot. You're on the right track. You get a free turn. Go ahead.
The Skyway.
The Skyway. No. We found the loot. We also found Vic. We're trying to find the warrant now. Go ahead, Helen.
Children's Museum.
Children's Museum.
Henry VIII, I am.
Go ahead, Helen.
St. Paul's Cathedral.
St. Paul's Cathedral. No, sorry. Elizabeth, go right ahead.
The Children's Museum.
The Children's Museum.
Off with his head heist.
Go, Elizabeth.
Minnehaha Park.
Minnehaha Park. No, nothing there. Helen, go ahead.
Children's Museum.
Children's Museum.
Filch Fat Man.
Go ahead, Helen.
City Hall.
City Hall.
The warrant.
Ooh, you got the loot. You got the warrant. Do you remember where Vic is?
St. Paul State Capitol.
Is Vic at the St. Paul State Capitol? Yeah!
You won!
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Put over here. Oh, very nice. Nicely done. Good strategy. Now, you got Vic. All you have to do now is put him in jail. We've given you this great chain to do that with, so pull on the chain and do it.
Vic the Slick, in jail.
Give me one more right here, pal. Good job. Now, we're going to talk about your next adventure in just a little bit. First off, though, Elizabeth, listen, you were a great detective. You tracked Vic all the way here. We have something very special for you. Chief.
A gumshoes beat is the whole world, and world beat is the music for the 90s. So, we're giving you a collection of world music, CDs by artists from all around the globe. Plus, we have this CD filled with music from rockapella, including our theme song. And we've all chipped in to buy a portable CD player. Congratulations!
Okay, thanks, Chief. Now, you've found Vic the Slick. Now what you have to do is try to find Carmen Sandiego. You know, if you catch her, you get the trip. So what we want to find out first is where you want to go. If you do that, inside there's some wonderful stationery and a pen. Why don't you do that for us?
Where do you want to go?
I've seen this one a couple of times. I like this one. Have you been there before?
No.
Oh, it's a good place. Good place. Now, what we have to do now is find out where Carmen Sandiego is so that you can try to find her and catch her. And usually that information comes right here. Hello? Yeah, she's right here. It's for you.
Hello?
Carmen's committing crimes while I'm penned up in prison playing poker for peanuts. You can find Carmen in Europe.
What do you say, Helen?
He said we can find her in Europe.
Okay, then, Helen, you and I are going to Europe. Chief.
Here's a list of places Carmen may have traveled. Lisbon, Portugal. Toledo, Spain. Liverpool, England. Strasbourg, France. Amsterdam, Netherlands. Zurich, Switzerland. Esbjerg, Denmark. Göteborg, Sweden. Tallinn, Estonia. Minsk, Belarus. Salzburg, Austria. Tirana, Albania. Piraeus, Greece. Greg, let's go to the map.
Okay, pal. You know what this is all about, right?
Yep.
Okay, what you have to do now is track Carmen Sandiego through 8 different countries, identifying each with a marker. When you are right, and you will be, you'll hear this sound. If by chance you're wrong, though, you'll hear this sound. Now, this is very important. If you hear that sound 2 times on one marker, leave the marker where it is, come on back, and we'll continue, okay? But if you're right 8 times in 45 seconds, you will then win that trip. How will that make you feel?
Excellent.
How will it make you guys feel? Well, all right then, Helen, let's go do this thing. Come on, let's get 45 seconds up on the clock. You guys cheer her on now. She needs all your help. Here we go. On your mark. Get set. Go. Carmen went to Tirana, Albania. Come on, Helen. No, try it again. Hurry, Helen, hurry. No, come on back. We gotta hurry. Let's go. Amsterdam, Netherlands. You know the Netherlands. Go, Helen. Go. Cheer on, guys. Come on. No, that's not it. Try it again, Helen. Come on. No, come on back. Okay, here we go. Minsk, Belarus. Belarus. Gotta hurry. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, Belarus. Yeah, you got it. Come on, come on. Yeah, they're both Sweden. Sweden, Sweden. Go, Helen. Go, Helen. Go. Oh, yeah, come on. That's the word Denmark. Denmark. Go. You know these. I can tell. No, try it again. Try it again. Yeah, come on, come on. Zurich, Switzerland. Switzerland. Go. Get Switzerland. You got 3 and 45 seconds. That's not bad. Give her a hand, you guys. Come here, Helen. I tell you, sometimes Carmen is just tough to catch. That's all it is to it. But remember, you got Vic, and you got the King Henry VIII portrait back. That's what we wanted you to do. Nice job, Chief. What do you think?
You've done great work today, and we're proud of you. I hereby upgrade you. You are now a sleuth. Congratulations.
Well, congratulations. You are now a sleuth. Very good, which means you don't have to wear the gumshoe jacket anymore. Now you're going to get to wear this very cool sleuth jacket. What do you guys think of that? Great. Yeah? Listen, pal, you've been doing some great stuff with us today. There's one more thing I want you to do. You know what it is?
Do it, Rockefeller!
Well, she sneaks around the world from India to Carolina. She's a sticky-fingered filcher from Berlin down to Belize. Take me for a ride on the long boat to China. Tell me where in the world is
Carmen Sandiego.
Steal this.
This is Lynn Thickpin speaking for Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, and see you next time.
Acme BugNet has videotaped a special message for you from a Carmen Sandiego star. So stay tuned and find out how you can get an authentic Carmen t-shirt.
Go to Czechoslovakia and back. Well, she'll rent that Pakistan and run a scan and